Jason, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let me ask you for like the math here. With energy prices and crypto where they are today, how much less are you giving up than you might be if Bitcoin was back at 60K and energy prices were also where they are today?
So it's really a dynamic calculation. There's a bunch of market factors beyond just the Bitcoin price. There's also the competition around Bitcoin mining that impacts what your revenue is as a Bitcoin miner on a dollar per megawatt hour basis. So as a miner, we look at that, and then we can also make a judgment call in the power market on if it is worth it to mine or if it's worth it to curtail our energy and sell the power block that we've invested in and secured back to the market. Yeah. Alternatively, there are different demand response programs that we support in that reduce our energy costs annually and help support the Texas grid and our communities that we operate in.
I noticed that you have been selling power back to the grid. It says that would equate to a Bitcoin price at times north of $500,000. What do you mean by that?
That was not a quote from me, so I'm not sure the math behind that. But I will tell you that the price of power in ERCOT will tend to peak and spike to pretty high prices when there is not enough energy in that grid. And that is really when renewable generation sources like wind are not functioning as designed. They're not functioning because there's no wind blowing. So when there's no wind blowing, that grid has a lot less capacity than it otherwise would.
So you guys basically have energy, let's call it credits or something to that effect, that are so valuable right now, it equates to a Bitcoin price of, according to this source, $500,000. It is a good reminder that maybe market pricing can help here level out the power distribution on the electricity grid. At least that's the optimistic reading.
Absolutely. And let me put it this way. Bitcoin miners like Riot make huge financial commitments into energy grids, into energy markets. We have commitments to purchase energy for 2 years. So that's a reliable demand that generators and grid organizers can look at and rely on. Because we made that commitment, we own a block of power that we can then make available back to the grid when market conditions call for. And when power is constrained and spot prices are spiking up very high, it equates to an equivalent Bitcoin price mined of very much higher than where it's at now.
Do you sell that power back at a profit?
Yes, with the block of power that we have secured, we can shut down and we will sell that power back at a profit, at a margin much higher, at a price much higher than what we're securing it for, provided that price is higher than what we would get from otherwise mining Bitcoin.
Do you have any idea what percentage of state output in Texas you all consume, or Bitcoin miners as a group consume? Is it negligible, or is it negligible or significant?
Right now, I would say Bitcoin miners are probably around 1% of the total, peak demand in ERCOT. There are a lot of projects underway. A lot of businesses have publicized plans to expand out in Texas. To the extent they all follow through with that, depends on their ability to raise capital and execute. But I think the more Bitcoin miners that are able to deploy in Texas, participate in these different types of grid response programs, the stronger the ERCOT grid is going to be, because generators and grid operators can rely on a consistent power source 24/7 that has the flexibility, unlike other major loads, to shut off when demand for power is high.